All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Mandya and Hubbali-Dharwad in Karnataka today to launch projects worth 16,000 crore rupees. Second part of budget session of Parliament to begin tomorrow. Enforcement Directorate questions Telangana Chief Minister K Chandrashekhar Rao's daughter K Kavitha in connection with Delhi Excise Policy scam. Divya Kala Mela showcasing products and craftsmanship of Divyang entrepreneurs from across the country to open today at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. Indonesia's Mount Merapi volcano erupts covering villages in ash. And in cricket, Delhi Capitals beat Gujarat Giants by 10 wickets in Women's Premier League in Navi Mumbai. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be dedicating and laying the foundation stones of projects worth around 16,000 crore rupees in Karnataka today. On his arrival in the state at noon, the Prime Minister will dedicate to the nation the much-awaited Bengaluru-Mysuru Expressway, developed at a total cost of around 8,480 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone for Mysuru-Kushalinagar 4-laning project worth 4,130 crore rupees. Later in the day, the Prime Minister will dedicate IIT Dharwad's new campus, developed at a cost of 850 crore rupees. Mr. Modi will also inaugurate the world's longest railway platform at Hubbali station. The electrification of the Hospete-Hubbali-Tinai Ghat section and upgraded Hospete station projects will be dedicated by the Prime Minister. A foundation stone will be laid by him for Jayadeva Hospital and Research Centre in Hubbali. Various projects worth 520 crore rupees will be inaugurated and initiated under the Smart City program in the twin cities of Hubbali-Dharwad. Under the Jal Jeevan Mission, Dharwad multi-village water supply scheme will be initiated, and the Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone for the Tupari-Halla flood damage control project. More from our correspondent.
The projects launched are initiated by the Prime Minister today in Karnataka will improve the standard of living of people in these regions and usher in educational and infrastructure development. The Bengaluru-Mysuru Expressway will reduce travel time by half. Better connectivity to Mysuru and Kushalinagar will help tourism. IIT Dharwad new campus offering BTech, MTech and PhD programs will further the image of Dharwad as a center of learning. The 1,507-meter long platform at Sri Siddharuda Swamiji Hubbali station holding Guinness Book of World Record will be a landmark. The electrification of railway line in this region will further improve train operations. Jayadeva Hospital in Hubbali will provide quality tertiary cardiac care. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
The second part of the budget session of Parliament will begin tomorrow. The second leg of the session will have a total of 17 sittings and will continue till the 6th of next month. The budget session will be resuming after a month-long recess, during which the department-related parliamentary standing committees examine the demands for grants of various ministries and departments. The budget session of Parliament began on the 31st of January with the address by President Draupadi Murmu to the joint sitting of both the Houses of Parliament. The first phase of the Parliament session continued till the 13th of February. During the period, a total of 10 sittings were held. During the first phase, discussions were held on the motion of thanks to the President's address and the Union Budget 2023-24. Bharat Rashtra Samiti BRS MLC K Kavitha, daughter of Telangana Chief Minister K Chandrashekhar Rao, was questioned by the Enforcement Directorate ED yesterday in connection with the Delhi Excise Policy case. ED is probing allegations of money laundering in the case. Yesterday, Kavitha reached the ED headquarters around 11 a.m. K Kavitha has been again asked to appear before it for questioning in the case on the 16th of this month. According to the ED, Aam Aadmi Party communication in charge Vijay Nair, acting on behalf of the party's leaders, received kickbacks to the tune of 100 crore rupees from some South group. The ED has alleged that Kavitha is a prominent member of the South group. The Enforcement Directorate conducted searches at 24 locations in Delhi NCR, Patna, Mumbai and Ranchi in the Railways Land for Jobs scam yesterday. According to the agency, during the searches it recovered unaccounted cash of 1 crore rupees, foreign currency including $1,900, 540 grams gold bullion and more than 1.5 kilograms of gold jewellery worth 1 crore 25 lakh rupees. The agency said it has also recovered several other incriminating documents, including various property documents, sale deeds held in the names of family members and benamidars indicating illegal accretion of huge land bank and electronic devices. An official press release said the searches resulted in detection of proceeds of crime amounting to 600 crore rupees approximately. The Enforcement Directorate has summoned senior NCP leader and MLA Hassan Mushrif for questioning in a money laundering investigation being conducted against him and others. According to officials, the former Maharashtra minister has been asked to depose before the Federal Probe Agency in Mumbai next week so that his statements can be recorded under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA. ED had raided the residence of Hassan Mushrif at Kagal in Kolhapur district yesterday. This action has been taken for the second time in the last 1.5 months. The money laundering case is linked to a probe related to alleged irregularities in the operations of some sugar mills based in the state that are connected to Mushrif, including the Sar Senapati Santaji Ghorpade Sugar Factory Limited, to which his 3 sons are linked. The BJP slammed the regional political parties for playing the victim card or the emotional card, facing an investigation from the central agencies. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, party national spokesperson Gaurav Bhatia said, former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia is in jail, K Kavitha is being interrogated by the Enforcement Directorate, and RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav has been summoned by the CBI in the land for job scam.
जितने क्षेत्रीय दल भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त हैं और उनपे जांच एजेंसियां जब कार्रवाई कर रही हैं तो वो कभी विक्टिम कार्ड खेल रहे हैं, कभी वो इमोशनल कार्ड खेल रहे हैं। जनता ये पूछ रही है कि जो जनता के सवाल हैं उनका उत्तर आप क्यों नहीं देते हैं, आप तथ्यों पे बात क्यों नहीं कर रहे। अगर आप लोगों का कहना ये है कि राजनीतिक द्वेष से ये मामले हो रहे हैं तो फिर ये बताइए कि न्यायालय जाके ये सारे जो मुकदमे हैं इनको निरस्त क्यों नहीं कराते हैं।
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Welcome back. Divya Kala Mela, showcasing products and craftsmanship of Divyang entrepreneurs from across the country, will begin today at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. Governor Mangubhai Patel and Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, Dr. Virendra Kumar, and Minister of State Kumari Pratima Bhaumik will inaugurate the fair. More details from our correspondent.
About 150 Divyang artisans, artists and entrepreneurs from 21 states and union territories are participating in the Divya Kala Mela. Home decor, lifestyle, clothing, stationery, eco-friendly products will be available at the fair. There will also be a cultural program by Divyang and other artists during the Mela. For the first time after Delhi and Mumbai, Divya Kala Mela is being organized in Madhya Pradesh. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah will arrive in Kerala this afternoon on a day-long visit to the state. We have a report.
Mr. Shah, who arrives at the Cochin International Airport, will proceed to Thrissur, where he will visit the palace of Shakkan Tampuran, the erstwhile ruler of Cochin state. He will also pay floral tributes at the Samadhi of Shakkan Tampuran. The senior BJP leader is scheduled to participate in a meeting of the office bearers of BJP's Thrissur parliamentary constituency. He will also visit the Vadakanathan temple at Thrissur and address a public rally at the Tekinkad Maidan before returning to New Delhi. Mohan, AIR News, Kochi.
The centre has written a letter to all states and union territories over the rising trend in other influenza-like illnesses and severe acute respiratory illnesses being witnessed in some states and UTs across the country. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan has asked them to follow operational guidelines for integrated surveillance of respiratory pathogens presenting as cases of influenza-like illness or severe acute respiratory infection. He also asked them to raise community awareness regarding adherence to respiratory and hand hygiene, promoting early reporting of symptoms to limit transmission of these diseases. The states were also requested to take stock of hospital preparedness, including availability of drugs and medical oxygen, vaccination coverage against COVID-19 and influenza. The Health Secretary has asked state and district integrated disease surveillance program units to closely follow the trends of influenza-like illness cases and refer sufficient numbers of samples for testing for influenza, SARS-CoV-2 and adenovirus. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has raised questions over the suspension of BBC star anchor Gary Lineker for his social media activity. In a series of tweets, Mr. Thakur said it is interesting to see how the BBC, which makes lofty claims about journalistic objectivity and independence, has suspended its anchor. He also said that in yet another interesting exhibit, BBC suspended the airing of a documentary it shot over fears that it would anger a section of the society. Mr. Thakur said fake narrative settings and ethical journalism are inherently contradictory. The minister said those indulging in malicious propaganda forged in concocted facts can obviously never be expected to have the moral fibre or the courage to stand up for journalistic independence. Indonesia's Mount Merapi, one of the world's most active volcanoes, erupted today, spewing out smoke and ash that blanketed villages near the crater. The volcano is located on Java Island near Indonesia's cultural capital Yogyakarta. The Merapi Volcano Observatory estimated the ash cloud reached 9,600 feet above the summit. National Disaster Management Agency spokesperson Abdul Muhari said authorities have established a restricted zone of 7 kilometers from the crater after the eruption, which was recorded at 12:12 p.m. local time. He said the public is advised to stop any activities in the potential danger area. There were no immediate reports of casualties. The volcano's last major eruption in 2010 had claimed more than 300 lives and forced evacuation of some 280,000 people. Indonesia, which has nearly 130 active volcanoes, sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, where the meeting of continental plates causes high volcanic and seismic activity. On to sports now. In Women's Premier League, Delhi Capitals defeated Gujarat Giants by 10 wickets at D.Y. Patil Sports Academy in Navi Mumbai last night. They surpassed the victory target of 106 runs in 7.1 overs, making 107 runs without losing any wicket. Shefali Verma scored unbeaten 76 of 28 balls, while Meg Lanning made 21 of 15 balls for the winners. Gujarat Giants had set a target of 106 runs against Delhi Capitals. Gujarat Giants skipper Sneha Rana won the toss and opted to bat first. They scored 105 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Kim Garth top scored with 32 runs. For Delhi Capitals, Marizan Kapp claimed 5 wickets, while Shikha Pandey took 3. India will resume their first innings at the overnight score of 289 for 3 against Australia on day 4 of the fourth and final test in Ahmedabad today. The hosts added 253 runs yesterday. Shubman Gill was the top scorer with 128 runs. Virat Kohli with unbeaten 59 runs and R. Jadeja with 16 not out were at the crease when stumps were drawn yesterday. India now trail by 191 runs. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Sarah. Papers have widely noticed that developments following Australian Prime Minister's visit to India. India-Australia pledged to raise trade to $100 billion, headlines the Hindustan Times, while the Economic Times writes, India owes likely to wrap up $100 billion trade pact by December. The Pioneer has noted PM's remarks in the post-budget webinar on PM Vikas Yojana for craftsmen. The Daily writes, government will nurture artisans, says Modi. ED quizzes Kavitha for 9 hours in Delhi Excise scam, reports the Sunday Tribune. Net direct tax receipts rise 16.8% near budget target, informs the Hindu. Scientists seek treaty to end space pollution, writes a Pioneer, adding, with satellites set to zoom to 60,000, they cite need to keep Earth's orbit clear of debris. And finally, in an era where artificial intelligence AI is taking over almost everything under the sun, the Hindu carries an interesting story. Astrobiologists train artificial intelligence to find life on Mars. The paper elaborates that a machine learning algorithm that maps evidence of past or present life could help scientists to find such biosignatures on Mars. With that, it's back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi to visit Mandya and Hubbali-Dharwad in Karnataka today to launch projects worth 16,000 crore rupees. Second part of budget session of Parliament to begin tomorrow. ED questions Telangana Chief Minister K Chandrashekhar Rao's daughter K Kavitha in connection with Delhi Excise Policy scam. Divya Kala Mela to be opened today at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. Indonesia's Mount Merapi volcano erupts, covering villages in ash. And in cricket, Delhi Capitals beat Gujarat Giants by 10 wickets. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.